Everyone, I'm S. Prakash, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. My topic is a reference of disputes. It is an industrial law topic. So, the reference of industrial disputes, where the proper government of the section appropriate government under the section 10 if the appropriate government central of state the opinion of the industrial disputes existed in the appertent it may at any time refers to the matter to it is where the proper government as the conclusions that any industrial questions exists or it coughed it might whenever by the request recorded as a hard copy they allude the contest to be a board of or advertising settlement thereof. They allude any issue having all the earmarks of being associated with the pertinent to the questions to be to a court for enquiry. They allude the contest or any matter seeming by all accounts to be associated with or pertinent to the question in the event that identify with any issue indicated in the subsequent schedule to a work code for meditations. The allusive questions are any issue seeming by all accounts to be associated with or the pertinent to the contest whatever it identify the any issues determined in the subsequent timetable or the third children to be counsel or arbitrations. So the Board of Conciliations for promoting settlement, the Court of Enquiry is given to the for investigating to the matter, the Labour Courts for given to the for adjudications to matters specified in the second schedule of the Act, the Industrial Tribunal for the adjudicating disputes covered under the second and third schedules. The national tribunals for disputes involving questions are national importance for affecting industrial establishment across multiple shares. So this is very important to the reference by appropriate government. The next is a constitutional intrinsigency and section 10 where any industrial questions in connection to which the government or the center is in fit the government alludes the national court at that point disappoints anything contains in this act reference to section 15 17 19 33 and 33b 36a to the reasonable government in the connection with such as contest will be understood as source perspective to the central government it spare the previously mentioned and the generally especially given in this act any reference in some other arrangements of this act to the suitable government in the connections so that case will mean the reference to the state government. The next is section 10a voluntary references to disputes the act descriptions. Is there any industrial cases exist or the captured and the business and the workman constant to the allude the questions and meditations. They may be whenever before the contest it has been alluded the under section 10 to a work court or council national court by the composed understanding allude to the question to discretion and the differential to be such an individual or people. So as just it might be determined as a certain assenting understanding. So the next is a section 11 procedure powers and duties of authorities notice to enter promises and appeasement official or an individual from the board may with end goals of an investigation into any current or captured industrial disputes in the wake of giving sensible notice enter the premises involved by any foundation to which the questions relates the productions of documents before tribunals an appeasement official may implement the participation of any individuals with the end goals of assessment such individuals are called for and review any archive which has ground for considering to be important to the industrial question. The next the cost the council national council or work courts all things considered will have full capacity in the decide by the who and whom and who what or degree and subject to what conditions, assuming any such expenses must be paid, and to give every single essential bearing for the reasons previously mentioned, and such expenses and may unexplained applications made to the fitting government by the individual entitled can be recovered by the legislations in a similar way as an arrear of a land income. So it is a reference of disputes act section. It is very connectivity to the industrial law as a disputes act 1947. Thank you.